Hi Mel, how are you? Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming to my studio today and filming some ASMR content. So we're going to be doing some makeup on you today, which I'm really excited for, also very nervous. Because I'm not obviously a professional makeup artist, but I suppose like yourself, like you love watching makeup, getting it done, and like doing it yourself. So we're going to be doing like a very chit-chatty, informal kind of video today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be happy with the makeup look and you won't be too embarrassed going home on the train. So, yeah. So I thought we could do like a Disney princess inspired look. Inspired, very heavily inspired on Sleeping Beauty. Because I kind of feel like you look like her a little bit. The actress who plays Sleeping Beauty in the live action version. So I thought we could do something like that. Is that okay?
That sounds like so much fun. Thank you.
So if I could just have a look at your hair here. You have lovely, lovely hair. What's your like hair care routine?
Don't really do much to it. I do sometimes use hair oil in the ends because I do dye it.
Yeah.
It's a bit damaged.
Okay. So I'm just going to cleanse your skin first of all. I'm going to use this crystal clear cleanser. It's what I use personally on my skin. I find it's really, really lovely, and you don't wash it off with water, you just wipe it off, so it leaves like all the goodness of the skincare on your face and it keeps you hydrated. So I'm just going to apply this very gently to the skin. Don't really need to work it too much into the skin. It's more of like a very gentle cleanse. Just to lift off any impurities that may be on the skin. Take a little cotton round and just wipe that off your face. Skin's very nice and hydrated. So I'm going to use a serum. This is a brightening complex. I'm not 100% sure what the active ingredient is. All I know is it just makes my skin look really nice and glowing and vibrant in the morning, so that's why I'm using it. So just little dabs here and there.
It smells lovely.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Quite fresh. Would you say that your skin is combination, oily, dry?
It's definitely a combination. I have oily T-zone, but then dry in other bits.
Yeah.
But very acne prone.
Skin is really lovely and clear today, so you could have fooled me.
I've been trying my best to eat healthy as well, because the diet seems to really affect my acne.
So I'm going to be using your BB cream that you've supplied today. Is this like a one that you've been using all the time, or?
Yeah, so I started using it when I was like 15, just because I think at the time BB cream was all the
thing,
it was like the big thing. And this was the one that I found had the best coverage. And it also has SPF.
Oh, it has SPF.
It's a Korean brand called Misha.
Yeah.
But they were very popular when I was 15, but they kind of, I think, have lost a lot of their stores and stuff since then. But they've still got some brand presence. But yeah, I've tried using other foundations in between, and I always end up coming back to this one.
Yeah. When you find one that works, you tend to stick to it, right? Do you find it quite difficult to get hold of the BB cream now? It's kind of less popular, or?
I still seem to see it online, places like Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the hardest part is usually finding the right shade, because now they don't really sell, especially the Korean BB creams, in stores.
Yeah.
You can't really test it.
So it's very difficult, isn't it, buying it online? Yeah.
Do you use foundation?
I try not to. I actually really dislike the way it feels on my skin. So I will avoid it as much as I can, and I haven't been wearing it for about 6 or 7 years now. But I only wear it for special occasions and filming. But as soon as I'm done with those events and things, it's off. I'm home and I'm washing my face. It's just feels like my skin's not breathing. But I do like a BB cream because it's like the in-between to skincare and makeup. So I probably would opt for that. So this is really nice on your skin actually, it's going on really well. So I just applied a very thin layer, and what I'm going to do is just buff that into the skin. So let's move on to some concealer. This is just one from Charlotte Tilbury. Do you tend to use concealer a lot, or?
Not really, no.
No. I suppose you don't need it. But we're going to be doing like a soft, glowy, kind of youthful princess kind of look. So I suppose in that regard, we need to make the eyes look nice and bright. Just look up for me. Nice and bright and open. just a little bit here. It's where the product's just clinging to the skin a little bit. Just like that. I'm actually going to use this to prime the eyelids as well, so if you could just look down. Perfect. So, I'm going to be using some contour, but only just a tiny, tiny bit, because I don't want to contour too much that will take away the overall look. So, just want it nice and subtle. So this one I'm using by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a nice little sponge applicator. Just want like the smallest bits. Maybe here, here, here. You could just close your eyes. The eyelids. Maybe there. Okay. Just blend that in. The eyelids, just giving those a little bit of definition. Little eyelash there. Make a wish. Blending it around the head just to give it that dimension to the skin. Just very nice and subtle. So that's the base done. I like to now do the eye makeup. I know people probably do the eye makeup first and then the base, but I've never got my head around that. So I think I might use your little palette, which is really cute. I'm going to do like a white base and then kind of like a pinky, smoky kind of tone on the like outer corners, and possibly a little bit of glitter, but let's see how we go. So I'm going to use this nice shade here, just as a base all over.
really?
That was something I looked into doing. So I really loved like doing makeup and stuff for myself and my friends. But ultimately I thought, no, I don't think it's for me.
I guess the kind of elements of ASMR exist a lot in makeup application.
Absolutely.
Kind of taking care of someone or
having, I think it's like someone's focus on you in that moment, and you just feel like, oh, I feel really like, I don't know, special.
It pamper, yeah. It's the same with hair care as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hair, when you go and get your makeup done, oh, it's just the most, when you get your hair done, when they do the massage on your head, I'm like, oh, I love that. So I used this colour as the base, and then I'm going to be using a combination of these two colours as like a contour. We're just going to work on the socket first. Outer third into the socket, using quite a like a flat domed brush, but we need something that's gonna a little bit more fluffy to blend it. And open. Perfect. It's actually a really nice colour. It really suits you.
Oh, thank you. It's quite a new palette. I haven't explored it that much yet. I think it's Korean, the brand.
Is it? Yeah. Do you tend to favour Korean and Japanese makeup over like Western makeup?
I don't think I necessarily make an active choice. It was just that if I'm on holiday, I'm more likely to be buying things, like makeup. Whereas every day in the UK, I don't really go shopping for makeup.
I see.
I really like the pinky tones.
Yeah.
And I do find that the UK has a lot more darker,
neutral kind of tones.
neutrals or like bold reds and things that don't always look as good on me.
Pink definitely works for your skin tone for sure. So I think I'm going to use from my palette. I think we're going to go in with this one here, Iconic, and maybe some Russet, and then maybe some Beaming here. This is just a Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. Like you say, lots of neutrals. It's not even like committed to being pink. It's like a muted pink.
I wonder why in the UK.
I don't know. Like, and then you get the opposite end of the spectrum where you have neon colours and like super bright and not everyday colours, which are lovely. And I wish I had the bravery to wear them, but I just don't.
Do you ever watch makeup ASMR videos?
It's my favourite.
Oh, really?
What's yours? Because it's just so relaxing. Especially when like the makeup artist has like a very soft voice. Especially if they don't know they have a soft voice as well.
Sometimes the unawareness.
They're so totally not aware. And it's the best. I think it's because it's like so intricate and very, they take their time and it's really focused. I don't know what it is about that. That really, it gives me the tingles. It's just so nice. What about you? Do you watch it a lot?
Yeah, I find it's hard to say in words, but I prefer ASMR where I feel like I'm learning something. And when I feel like I'm learning something, I end up getting the most sleepy or relaxed.
That's That's really interesting.
Yeah. So if it's facials, if the facialist or someone is explaining the method of draining the lymph or something, then I get really like tingles.
Oh wow.
Or with makeup, if they're explaining some certain technique. Yeah, it's a strange one.
Do you find the more a subject confuses you, or you don't know too much about it? Like for me, it would be maths. Would you get more sleepy if you didn't really know
I think
something?
I'd probably, so I zone out if someone tries to explain stuff like that to me, but it's not necessarily the feeling of ASMR.
Okay.
But I still space out, but then I start thinking, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to think about the maths. But if it's something I'm still vaguely interested in, like beauty, or books or something like that, then or even foreign language ASMR, I love, because it feels somewhat, I don't know, fresh and new.
Definitely. And like you're learning something.
Yeah.
What are your favourite language ASMR artists at the moment?
That's a really tough one. I do like Estee ASMR at the moment, because she also does a lot of real world content.
Yeah.
And her camera work is amazing. There's so many. There was also, I can never remember her name, but oh gosh, she's like a Chinese old lady in America.
Yang
Haiying. She's not. I feel like she does it so unintentionally. She just is ASMR.
Yeah. I watch her all the time.
She calms me down so much.
And she's like, hello. Yes. It feels like you're there with her, and like, because isn't she like a teacher?
Oh, is she?
Yeah, like I don't know if she does like elementary or high school or what have you, but you can tell she has that kind of patient kind of attitude.
I was obsessed. She did some videos where she kind of talked about oolong tea.
Oh yes,
I was obsessed.
Oh, she is a really, really great, like you say, unintentional.
Yeah.
It's just really nice when you find a new ASMR artist and you're like, oh yes, this is the good stuff.
Yeah, because everyone has certain ones that really like stay with them, right?
Exactly. My favourite like ASMR to watch is the foreign language ASMR, or if the ASMR artist is speaking English in their native accent.
Accents are amazing for ASMR. I think the best ASMR is someone that's got an accent.
Definitely.
Who are your favourites for foreign languages then?
Foreign language. There's one I've just recently been put in touch with. I really can't, because she's so new. I haven't retained the channel name because I've just been binge watching her stuff. But she's from Romania, and she reminds me of Maria and Maria's sister, like combined, and right in the early
like
days.
something I need to watch.
I'll send you her link. I think it's like old school ASMR. I think that's her channel name.
I feel bad because I feel like I didn't mention Maria because it's so like obvious.
Yeah.
And like, you can't not love her stuff.
Exactly. Like if you don't like Maria, like who are you?
She got me through exam term of uni.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think she got everybody through everything once or twice in their lives.
My friend who does YouTube in Japan, she doesn't do ASMR, but she just vlogs. She threw a big strop when Maria was going to have a kid. She's like, I'll lose the time, like for me, for Maria to calm me down. It was so funny.
To be fair, I was worried, but she's so super organised, and I think she had just made sure we were all cared for, which I thought was so lovely. Like, it's okay, you can focus on yourself, don't worry about us. But yeah, glad. She is very good. She was like, yeah, my number one. The one that got me into doing ASMR.
Oh, wow. Because you've been doing it for a long time, right?
Yeah, since 2013.
Gosh.
I'm so happy that I ASMR took off the way it did, because there's so many new channels which are amazing, yours included.
Thank you.
And it's like, yes, I get like an everlasting amount of tingles now. Whereas before you had to just kind of watch like the 10 that were there. You didn't have much choice.
Yeah, I guess I've never really known the world like that. There's always been just loads of ASMR
The
channels.
old days.
Yeah.
The dark ages.
ASMR dark ages.
Well, I guess it was more like pioneer days.
I do hear about it though from like people like Victoria who say like her content was on YouTube at the time, that
Look up.
as unintentional
Yeah.
clips that other people would upload and people were watching because they would find it ASMR.
Yeah.
It wasn't uploaded by her for that purpose kind of thing.
But people were repurposing it for their own relaxation.
Yeah. So I guess eventually the word got back to the people and they stopped making ASMR channels.
Yeah. That's also my favorite. One of my favorite ASMR triggers is the unintentional speaking. So just like interviews with people or stuff like that. And there's like a whole series of interviews with people, professors from MIT. At the moment, I'm completely obsessed. And I have no idea what they're talking about. They're talking about advanced mechanics and mathematics. And
So it's like a similar thing as the learning.
Why is it maths? I hate maths. But
yeah, that'll stress me out, I think, the maths part.
I'm finding that very, very relaxing.
Maybe you're going to start obtaining all this knowledge.
I doubt it. I would be very surprised if suddenly I woke up one day and I was like, I'm going to learn math. I would have to question if I was been abducted by aliens and had my brain transplanted.
Do you have a favourite ASMR to film?
These ones. I also love watching them as well, but I like being with other people. The point of view ASMR is very, very lonely and quite isolating. So when I get the opportunity to work with other people, it's just so wonderful. And I feel like the ASMR vibes like bounce off each other, and I don't know, I just find it super relaxing. So that's that. What about you? What's your favourite ASMR to create?
It's tough because sometimes I feel when I'm filming it, I'm like, yeah, this is it. But those opportunities come about so randomly. But when I was doing the makeup content early last year and the Korean makeup artist turned up and we realised that she wouldn't be comfortable filming in English. And we were kind of like, okay, let's just try do it in Korean then.
Yeah.
And I sort of sat there like, my life is so cool right now. Because you don't usually get the opportunity to just do that. And then same with doing some of like the setai treatments in London where I get to do it and use my Japanese for it. Or what other ones are there? The eye exam early on, I never thought an eye exam would allow me to film it, and then one place came back and said yes, and I just remember like squealing. I was like, some people are going to love seeing a real one. So,
yeah, because we all pretend, don't we?
Yeah. But it turns out the real machines are quite loud.
Oh yeah. How did you like get around that?
I just put some of the really, really loud ones at the end of the video instead.
Yeah. Did you have to do much editing for that?
I mean, this was really early on, so I wasn't very good at sound editing. I mean, I'm still not, but
it's very hard, isn't it?
Yeah, especially filming in London.
Oh yeah,
a lot of cars. Cars you just can't edit.
No.
Or trains.
Yeah.
Yesterday's facial had it was next to a train line.
Oh no.
So you get the Piccadilly line going past every few minutes.
Yeah. People find that quite relaxing though, I've heard.
I hope so.
Like, it makes it more real for them, which I understand. But for me, I don't know. I love a train, don't get me wrong. But maybe not on an ASMR video.
I think because our ears are always listening out for it now.
Yeah, we're super vigilant now, aren't we? It's okay. I'm just going to pop a little bit of brow gel on. This is just a clear one. I do my makeup like back to front. So like I've done the eyes, I haven't finished them off, but I need the brows done before I finish the eyes. I don't know why. I've always kind of had that sort of back to front way of living.
I guess it helps you visualise the final look.
So were you able to understand the Korean session? Do you speak Korean as well? Don't tell me you do.
I do, but not to the extent that I can speak Japanese. I understand a lot of it, but I can't necessarily say it very fluently.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I can have everyday conversations, but a lot of my makeup vocabulary is lacking.
I see, yeah. So you can like have a normal one-to-one daily conversation.
Yeah, like when I was adding the subs, like words like waterline of the eye, I was like, what is she saying? I have no idea.
Did you have to go back and say like, could you just like...
Oh, I just was living with my Korean to English dictionary. I learned a lot.
Did you study Korean as well as Japanese?
I currently study it
At the moment?
weekdays in London, yeah.
Amazing.
So, yeah, and a bit online sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm also learning Chinese.
Oh my gosh.
My Chinese is very bad.
I don't believe that.
Only just getting hang of the tones.
Yeah, because that's the thing, you have to like train your brain to speak something completely different.
It's hard. I can hear that I'm bad, so I can tell when I'm wrong, but I can't necessarily fix it. And when you have to read a long dialogue, suddenly my second tone is a fourth tone, and it's all over the place.
Do you find like the overlap of languages between Korean, Japanese and Chinese to be quite similar, or is one more...
They all help you with each other in different ways. Like, it's definitely a lot easier than if I didn't speak Japanese. It would be so much harder to learn either Korean or Chinese. But the way Japanese helps me learn Chinese is very different from the way it helps me learn Korean.
I see.
In fact, I guess, though in Korean, any compound vocabularies that come from Chinese characters I find very easy to learn, and to the extent that sometimes I'll say a word that I know in Japanese and try and pronounce it in what I think might be the Korean way, and sometimes it works.
Sure. So there is like a kind of, just look up, there is kind of like an overlap then.
Yeah, sorry if you get me talking about this, I won't stop.
Oh no, I love it. I love that you're passionate about it, and clearly like it's been a passion from a young age.
Yeah, I think the hard thing with Chinese, having learned Japanese, is more you can vaguely understand the script, like when you look at it, so you know what the dialogue is about, but you can't pronounce any of it.
Yeah.
Which makes you quite a lazy learner, because you're like, well, I kind of get what it's saying.
Yeah, I know what it said. Yeah.
And then you'll just try pronounce it in the Japanese way in your head, even though it's actually simplified characters as well, so all over the place.
So what made you like start learning Japanese?
My best friend, when I was around 15, I guess,
Yeah.
she's half Japanese, half British.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I just thought it was really cool, and she showed me lots of Ghibli movies and anime. And got really into it. Before, Ghibli was a bit more niche back then. So it was a bit more awkward talking about it because no one really knew what I was on about.
Yeah. So you were like the weird niche kid.
Oh no, I hid it.
Did you?
I didn't want to be a weirdo.
Oh no. I find the weirdos are the best.
A closeted weirdo.
A closeted weirdo.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool, and then just started learning it like that. I hated maths in school, so I would sit there learning hiragana to learn how to write, to use the time more effectively, in my opinion.
So it's thanks to your friend then that
Yeah.
do you still keep in touch with them?
Oh yeah, she's going to be my bridesmaid.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, congratulations. That's great. When is the...
Oh no date. No idea.
No date. Wow. That's fine. I think people rush into these things these days, so it's always good to wait.
I think. Like, which language ASMR do you prefer to watch?
I thought you were going to ask me what language do you speak, and I was like...
It's a very bold question.
I speak English. I did do Spanish in school, but I spent more time growing cress in the carpet than I did.
Languages at school are not very helpful, the way they teach it.
I did start learning Russian in lockdown.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I managed to get as far as the alphabet and having a very basic conversation with my tutor. But then, if you just look down, when everything sort of started back up, I didn't really have that much free time anymore. So I got a bit complacent with my studies. So I'm going to be using this. It's a cheek tint with SPF in it by Avocado Zinc. And it's so nice because it just like blends into the skin really, really well. And it has SPF in it. I love anything with like SPF in it. I'm so conscious of like the sun and the like potential sun damage that anything I ever buy is sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. So I just use that as a base because, like I say, it blends into the skin and it's more like a flushed sort of tone. Then I'm going to quickly grab a blush. This one is just from Sigma. It's a Corderosa. I've had it for like a million years, but it's like the only one that I feel like is quite flattering. Does face me? Then I'll just grab this. Okay. I'm going to use your Estee Lauder lip palette, which is so cute. I really love this tone here. I don't know if you can see it. This like darker tone. I really love that. So I might mix two together. I'm going to attempt to do like a flushed makeup look, like on the lips, like more like in the old Hollywood, no, on the 90s kind of romantic comedy kind of leading lady. So it's not like it's overly obvious that you've got like lipstick on. It's more like your lips are nice and flushed. Very natural. Just open your mouth a tiny bit. just like working it into the centre and then working it outwards. This is a really pretty colour on you as well. I might have to get this palette, this is really nice. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to grab some powder. This one is by Charlotte Tilbury. I absolutely love this powder. It like literally does wonders. I think it's the ones that they use on like the catwalks and stuff like that. I think because Charlotte Tilbury has this like technique whereby she uses quite heavy moisturizer as the base to create a very, very, very glowy skin, like in my opinion overly glowy, a bit too glowy. But then this powder comes in and it's like, oh, I see what's happening here. You've still got the glow, but the powder really just tones that down. I suppose that's unintentional technique that I've gone for today, because your skin was really super glowy after the skincare. This has really toned it down without sort of minimising it. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, it's so beautiful. Actually, let's bring your hair forward so we can do like a final look. Alright, so this is the final look. You probably can't see it that well, but we'll do a little close-up for you as well. But hopefully you've enjoyed this today and your viewers have as well. Like I said, I must reiterate, I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I just like doing it. So
It's really fun as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.